So let's see how much Srikanth knows.
Okay, yes.
What's
Can
the
I see? Sir, the
Yeah,
games
sure.
which I have won in chess.com are like last 7 games or last 3, they are like comeback games.
Okay, all right. So Srikanth, what is the Ruy Lopez?
E4,
Can you-
E5, knight f3, knight c6, bishop b5.
And the main line? Can you tell me the main line now?
a6,
So black ignores the threat here and plays a6. White plays
a4, bishop
bishop
a4.
a4. Now black's best move.
Um, black's best move is knight to f6,
Knight f6 attacking the e pawn. White's best move.
castles,
Castles ignoring the threat to the e pawn. And now black's best move.
um, bishop c5,
No, bishop c5 is like all the archangel variation. It's not the main line because bishop c5 allows c3 d4 with tempo. So if you're okay with that kind of position, it's fine. Whenever I play with students, you guys play bishop c5 and I get a very nice position after like c3 d4 and your bishop gets kicked. So bishop e7 is the main move.
oh
So
yeah,
that's
And now-
what Shreddy played.
You also played bishop e7 in this game.
No, I played bishop e.
Oh, you mean you played bishop e7.
Shreddy
Shreddy played
played-
bishop c5, but you didn't play c3 d4. You
I was
played
trying-
d3.
I was trying to play, but the bishop was there.
Okay, all right. So what is the main move, Srikanth, for white?
c3,
That's called blundering a pawn. We don't want to do that, Srikanth. You have to also look at the position.
Knight c3.
That's the last move you want to play in a Ruy Lopez. The
Rook
pawn
e1.
needs to move forward. No? Don't put knight in front of the
Rook
pawn.
e1.
Yeah, rook e1 defending the pawn. Black's main move.
there's castle. Wait,
Blunder.
Before castles, there's
Yeah.
b5.
Yeah, b5 is very important before you
Bishop
castle.
e3. I was about to say castles.
Because if you play castles, then
The old
white
threat.
play takes and takes. The first threat that black made, white made, b5. Bishop has to go back, and now castles. Yeah. So we're still in the main line, and here white plays.
c3,
Yeah. This much. If you understood, then we have to learn something that black can try in this position. A very popular option for black. The main move for black is. What will black usually do here after c3?
D6.
Yeah, black's main move is d6, and then white plays h3, and then knight a5, bishop goes back, c5, d4. That's the main line continues. But if black wants to be aggressive, the move that I play here, if white plays this exact main line, is the martial attack, d5. This used to be very popular before because, so just to avoid this, white would not play c3. White should play a4, d3, and then later play c3. If white plays c3, there is the martial. But why is martial so aggressive? What is the point? We'll take, right? White takes the
Yeah.
pawn. Yeah, that you got to take. Pawn take. So basically, black is striking at the center in a way that he shouldn't be allowed to. Like black shouldn't be allowed to play d5 so fast. Black usually has to prepare it with bishop e6 and then play d5. He is directly playing d5. So after takes, black will lose a pawn because of playing d5 too fast. Which pawn?
he lost the d pawn, right?
No, that's an exchange, no, Mr.
Okay,
You took the pawn, he took back.
E pawn?
Yeah, knight takes pawn.
Yeah, the knight
It
takes
is a free pawn. And you should take it. Like many players don't take it. But if you don't take it, black got a great position. Equal material and black has a d5, pieces are active, it's great for black.
Why is it popular?
You'll see why. So, white is upper pawn. Right? And black plays, what do you think black will do here?
Black.
Black sacrificed a pawn. So black takes. And now knight is hanging. So black has to play
Bishop.
f4.
Knight.
Oh, knight f4. Huh? Knight f4 and pawn d4 again knight is attacked.
Bishop to
e6, d7.
the c6.
C.
Yeah, c6 is the main move actually. Just defending the knight. If bishop takes, you get a pawn in the center. Now, what will white do? So black has still not shown why he sacrificed a pawn. It looks great for white, right?
Yeah, white will play something like d4.
Yeah, white's main move is d4. And now black shows you the point of the not triangular, martial attack. Bishop to d6. The martial attack has started. The real attack has started. Where will you put your rook?
Say E1.
Yeah, E1 is the main move, the only move probably. And the queen jumps in. What do you do?
H3.
H3 is a blunder. H3 looks like it's possible, it's fine, but no. What will happen? Anyone?
Sir, wait.
Okay.
Yeah, I also think I have something here.
Your spidey sense should be tickling now.
Sir,
I haven't watched all the Spider-Man movies.
No,
so-
attacking sense should be tickling.
Ah, makes more sense. Is there Greek gift sacrifice here?
Greek gift is sacrifice on H7 or H2, no, not other sacrifices. For that, knight has to be there, queen has to be there, bishop has to be there. That's different.
Like
bishop to G4.
Bishop to G4 is a very nice way to blunder a piece. Thank you very much. Queen will take. Don't expect opponent to take with the pawn and give you a nice
So what
position.
about bishop takes that?
Exactly. Black will crash through with bishop takes H3. And now white is lost. Because after pawn takes, queen takes, there is a mate threat over here.
Which is
And the knight is ready to jump. It's just gone.
which is
You want to try defending for white?
yes.
How will you defend?
Rook to
no.
Rook to E5. Oh, rook to E5 is one way. But I can at the very least take and I'll have how many pawns? Okay, 2 pawn, 1 pawn and the exchange. Or I can play F6.
How
If
you
I want to-
already sacrificed the bishop, so how do you get the exchange?
I'm getting, oh yeah, so it'll be 2 pieces for the rook
Yeah.
and 2 pieces for the rook and the pawn. But
Yeah.
yeah, I'll play F6.
then
I want a full rook.
pawn
You'll
to
play F6.
F4.
Wait, you'll play F6.
Huh. After rook E5,
Pawn to F4.
I'll take the rook now, then I'll get a full rook, right? For a bishop. So,
No, if you play
Hmm.
F6,
Ah.
then
Oh, then bishop takes knight is there.
yeah.
Bishop takes knight, pawn takes, rook takes. No, bishop takes knight is not really there.
Yeah, bishop takes knight is
Pawn
not.
takes.
Yeah.
You can't take with the rook because mate. He moves check. So first we need to understand the mate threat. What exactly is black's threat? What exactly is black's threat? No, you have to move back in time. No?
Wait.
Bishop H2 or Queen H2. What's the threat?
Bishop. Wait.
Bishop H2.
King moves to H1. So what's the problem?
Then
There's knight F4.
Knight F4 bishop will take.
Oh, wait, sorry.
So with these two, how will I give mate to your king? So first we have to understand the threat.
sir,
Bishop H2, King H1, and then it's a very important mating pattern.
Oh yeah. Bishop H2, King H1, Bishop G3,
King goes back to G1,
then Queen H2,
King goes to F1.
and then Queen F.
Exactly.
2.
So the threat is this. Not Queen H2 because in King runs. Bishop H2 forcing the king back. Bishop G3 very important because you need to control F2. And now Queen H2, King moves mate. So that's a threat. So basically black has got 1 pawn back for the piece and this is a terrible position. So let's go back to the position where he
it's very
sacked.
confusing.
Uh-huh.
Not very confusing.
That's why you to understand the main line, only then you will understand this properly. So in this position, H3 is a blunder because of the sacrifice.
Okay.
Which means white has to play.
G3.
Yeah, G3 is the only move. Where was the bishop by the way? This side.
Yeah.
So G3 is the only move. And now the queen just goes to like H3.
Not that
Threatening bishop G4. No? Kind of threatening bishop G4 and rook comes in and for 1 pawn this is enough of an
Too good.
attack. Not too good. It's still fine for white. If white defends properly, white is a pawn up. So it's still a double-edged game. If you don't show why you have the attack, you will be down a pawn. You miss the whole fun, Mr. Ian. The
Hey,
martial
let's show,
attack.
let's show Iron.
Attack.
Can we do the martial attack?
Yeah, fine. We'll revive. Please have a seat. Guys, if you're watching, please have a seat and watch.
Uh,
Don't roam around.
I
So-
need to sit up so I can sit up. No?
Please sit up, please. Srikanth, please sit down. Or what is this?
I was asking if I can sit up so I can sit up. No?
So you have to give some batches to the.
Oh yeah, I already gave, no? For Ansha I've given.
What about the
Vihan, did I give you the batch?
What batch?
Oh, you don't know what's in that. Okay.
Third
You
place
didn't come
white.
for the offline class on Thursday, right?
What?
Were you there on Thursday?
No.
That's why I couldn't be there.
So that was outside.
Your third place, right? You got a third place back.
Here is your badge for third place. You can wear it to class every time.
This. Until tomorrow. This one.
Yeah.
Jan will overtake me, I think so.
Okay, so let's just revise it properly. Main line, by now, Ayul, do you know the main line of Ruy Lopez?
Sir, I think so.
But you didn't play it too many times, so I doubt it.
I played the exchange.
Yeah. So we are going to see the martial attack which is in the main line of Ruy Lopez. So again, E4, E5, knight out. Who's making noise with the pen? Bishop to B5.
Not pen.
Main movers. Iron for black.
For black, it's knight to F6.
No, that's a Berlin defense. The main line is A6.
A6.
Bishop back. Knight F6. Castles. Well, what is the main move, Srikanth?
Bishop to E7.
Bishop E7. Now this is a threat, so rook E1. And now main move for black arrow.
Sir, when bishop to E7, D5.
Yeah, B5. No, not D5. B5.
B5.
Okay. Before castling, you got to play B5. Bishop back and then castles. And here, when white plays C3, this is where black has the option of playing the martial attack, which is D5. It is a pawn sacrifice. If you don't take the pawn, then black will anyway have a good position because this is a move black wants in almost all openings. Yeah, so you're striking at the center. But here black is doing it at the cost of a pawn. Okay. So pawn takes, knight takes pawn. White's a pawn up. But black will play.
Knight takes.
Yeah, knight takes knight. Rook takes back. And then
Bishop to D6.
blunder. Knight is hanging, mister. You cannot just attack. You have to first defend your knight.
C6.
Yeah, C6. So it will take some time for the attack to start. You need to defend this. So the compensation is your bishop pair and the queen. So now white's main moves D4. And now comes
Bishop to
D6. Rook back. And then now it flows.
Queen.
Now it's just so easy to play.
Wait, let's ask Iron what to play.
Okay, so black has just played queen h4 iron. What will you do for white?
You see.
Let's be, don't put pressure. So there's a bishop here, but black has just done this. If you are white, what will you do here for white?
I play G3.
Good. h3 is a blunder which Srikanth fell for, but now we know. h3 allows bishop takes pawn, sacrifice. g3, queen h3, the game goes on. But this is enough compensation for the pawn, I would say. I have played this position a lot of times in tournaments.
Mating net.
No, there's no mating net. I mean, if there's a mating net, it's winning for black. Na? So bishop g4, there's always f3, somewhat. But there is bishop takes pawn. But right now, white can play queen f3, queen g2. White will need to defend a little bit. So this is not comfortable for white.
Now, white should play queen f3 here.
Yeah, I would say queen f3 is like almost forced, like required. You need the queen to defend.
And then what should black play here?
You can bring the bishop back.
But isn't
Queen will
white
come here.
lacking development?
White? Yeah. But white is upper pawn, so
Yeah,
black
but-
made this happen. No? And now, do you exchange queens?
No.
Of course not. We want to attack. We're down a pawn. So queen h5.
No.
Again threatening bishop f3.
If we will.
So bishop f3 is a big threat now. So probably knight to d2.
Bishop F3 almost traps the queen.
Yeah. So this is a bit difficult. Knight d2 is required. Knight d2 pawn f3. So you're still fine, but it's very comfortable for black. That is why many people don't allow the martial to happen. They play d3 instead of c3 or play a4 instead of c3.
I'll still play c3 because I know how to defend now.
Okay.
So I played against the curious.
But you will probably not get the main line if
So
you're
I
playing
played
with that.
against the curious hippobot and chess.com and I crushed it.
Okay.
So
Alright.
now I have to go home and
Yeah. So, is there any other things we have to learn in the Ruy Lopez? Did we learn the trap, the piece trap?
Berlin?
No. In the main line. So instead of
Did we
c3,
learn the exchange variation?
yeah, we did. The intermediate students learned today. But exchange variation is not much to learn. You just exchange and then play c3, d4. Like you got good positions in games. So there is one trap in the Ruy Lopez which you can fall into if you're a little bit careless. Like if you play the opening
As
carelessly.
black or as white?
As white. It's a trap that white can fall into. Normally traps are for black, but this is for white. So we got to make sure we don't fall into that.
How to defend?
I have a feeling you've seen it
Very
before
bad white falling into traps.
when you saw the Ruy Lopez first time. Okay, so e4, e5.
So the king is
Yeah,
not
yeah,
as-
fine.
Yeah.
e4, e5, knight out. Bishop b5. Let's say a6, knight f6, all this normal stuff.
So a6 bishop.
Oh,
a4.
sorry, bishop back. Knight f6, castles, bishop e7, rook e1, b5, bishop b3, castles. Like, other than c3, what other move do you feel like playing here?
Feel
For
like
white.
D3.
D3, yeah? Anything else? Other than c3 and d3?
No.
Not d4?
A5.
You don't want to play d4?
A4.
Ah, a4 is there, yes, fine. h3 is also useful, yeah. But d4, nobody wants to play d4, is it?
Takes where this takes.
No,
You're
not
striking at the center, like you're opening up your queen.
First C3, then D4.
But why not d4 right now?
Yeah.
Like Scotch players would play d4 here. Those who play the Scotch opening. You're basically simplifying the sender. You're like removing the tension in the center by playing d4. So this is actually a very tempting move. In blitz you may play it like d4. Because pawn takes, knight takes, queen takes, your queen is active. Isn't it? No, don't go into other territory. Let's focus here. So after d4
So
takes,
development is important.
you can always play bishop out g5 knight 2 pawns. Now why are you worried about development? You have castle, your king, everything is fine. Yesterday you didn't develop your pieces. Now you're like development is so important. Okay, so after d4, the trap is when pawn takes, white is thinking it's a good position for white. Knight takes, queen takes, looking good for white, right? What do you think the evaluation of this position will be? Like if you were a computer, what is the eval you would give this position?
I would choose this position.
Active bishop, active queen, castle king. I don't know.
Black to play, right?
Yeah, this is right now black to play. What is the eval for this position? Very slow computers over here.
I think so. 2.44.
That piece of advantage. It's equal material, Mr. You're saying white is like winning. That means you haven't understood evaluation properly, like computer evaluation. 2.44 means like +3 almost, na?
0.85.
Okay. Let's see what two of you. Do you know how to tell evaluations, Ved?
0.76.
Okay, so slightly better for white, like not even 1 point, just slightly below 1. What is Ian saying?
Minus 1.6.
You're saying black is better, like way better. Why? No development for white.
Because C5.
C5 queen back.
Queen back to where?
D1.
Then C4.
Yeah, Ian is right. This is -2 almost. Because black is winning, white is falling into the trap. C5.
And
You can't go here, you will have to go somewhere back. And then trap. The bishop is gone. So this is a very cheap trick that people fall into as white.
Noah's Ark?
What do you mean? You don't. If you play d4, it is
No, it's called Noah's Ark trap, right?
Noah's Ark. Noah's Ark. Oh, okay.
Noah's Ark.
Oh, I
No,
didn't know
it's
the
not
name.
Noah's Ark. It's Noah's
Ark.
I told Ark.
Okay.
You said Ark.
I didn't know the name for that.
No,
Okay.
I see.
All right, fine.
Only an Ark.
Ark. So Noah's Ark trap. It is apparently, and we don't fall into it by just not playing d4. That's it. You don't play d4 and you don't take,
Very good, right?
and you fall into that. But when I get this position, the move I play is actually d4. But we'll not get into that because that's my opening preparation, and you don't want to